3, Sutter Butte, excuse me, leading Central Coast. And for Sutter Butte now, and I'm not sure who is out there for Central Coast. Carlos Amata will play all 4. And Kathy Smitty, I believe, is out there now playing the second chukker. Fiona McBride is back. She'll play the first and second. And I believe Claire Kennedy may be out there. And for Sutter Butte, Bonnie McGill will substitute for Kerry Walworth. Peter O'Malley is out there. It's his birthday, by the way, Peter O'Malley. He'll play the second and fourth. And Jessica Mignon is back out. And Kate Clark for Sutter Butte is on the field. Sutter Butte in the blue. Natalie Clark, they had her down 1 and 3. Okay, that's all right. So Kate Clark played the first. Natalie Clark is going to play the second. And they're sisters, so that happens. They get mixed up at times. The people that try and control them. In any event, the clock is running. Camille's out there as well. Thank you very much. All right, great. And Camille McFall is out there as well for Central Coast. And that wasn't quite the way that I had it. And that one is in there. And I do not know. That's right, I can change it. No, she's not. Oh, actually, that's Kate. But Natalie's up there. I don't know. We'll get it, we'll get it. Yeah, it is. Don't worry, it's just all right, the lineup. Back to center, change ends. And Sutter Butte now lead at 7-3. And this is Armenta now for Central Coast. And traffic in behind it. Traffic in behind to get there, and that is Armenta for Central Coast, trying to move it up, right up along the line. No indication as yet. Near side play toward the goal, and that one is in there.
Nice.
And so it is now a 7-4 game. And again, I apologize. I don't know who that is. They're changing in and out. In the Margarita League, you get a lot of players playing. And that's the purpose of it. These are players, a lot of them just starting out. I can't tell you for Sutter Butte, Peter O'Malley, excuse me, is out there. Natalie Clark is there. She's wearing the number 1 for Sutter Butte in the blue shirt. Jessica Mignon is playing. That whistle will stop the clock. Kerry Walworth is still out there for Sutter. And the clock starts. And this will be Armenta again. He's over top of the ball, and that was Walworth, unable to make the play. Trying to move toward the side was a Central Coast player, and this is another Central Coast player taken out by, I believe that is Kerry Walworth. Nice try, that was not. That was Jessica Mignon, actually, to get her out. She's on the Appaloosa horse. And the number 3, Walworth, right there. That ball will be picked off by a Central Coast player. And there's a play to the goal. Doesn't go. There's a backhand. Central Coast moving it up toward the front in the red Central Coast. They trail by 3 at 7-4. And checking down, gets the ball. Well hit ball up toward the front in a hurry. That's Armenta, I believe, straight toward the ball. Nice play by Armenta. Traffic in behind is Kerry Walworth to get to him. Armenta there, shot toward the goal for Central Coast is not going to go, and I believe that is out and over the back line wide, and there's the indication from the flagger, who wisely not stepping up into traffic. And the clock will continue to run. We have 4 minutes, 35 seconds left to go in chukker number 2 in what is now a 7-4 game for Sutter Butte. This is the final, by the way, of the Margarita League, part of the 2016 Garlic Cup. In a hurry now to move the play. Walworth. Nice play by the opposing number 4 to get to the hook. Hooking is allowed. That is not going to go to the side, not going to go anywhere. That's picked up and moved along, and that ball will be picked up by... Incidentally, the right-of-way is the last line that the ball created. Mignon in to get out the opposing Armenta. And this ball is going to be moved along for Central Coast. Well hit ball up toward the front. Central Coast with the play. They need goals. They're down by 3. It's 7-4. And this ball will go to the person in the red. Well, coming across in front was Jessica Mignon with the polo ball. That one will go up and out of play. Clock will run. .325 left to go. Jeff Shiraga will put the ball back into play. Clock continues to run after the ball goes out of play. Also continues to run after the ball goes over the back line. It'll also run after a goal is scored. The teams are coming back to center. The only time the clock will stop is on the umpire's whistle. And you have a big crowd to the ball. Throw a small blanket over everybody. Reaching in. Nice hook. Good job by, I believe that's Armenta reaching down for Central Coast. He's down by 3. He needs to get going. And that one will be picked up by the red shirt of Central Coast, moving it over. This is Carrie Walworth now. Over to pick it up, Armenta, stepping in front of Carrie Walworth. Walworth was not the last player to hit the ball. That stops the clock, 2:44. Walworth was not the last player to hit the ball. Armenta coming over from the left did not have a play. He could have moved to the line, not going over the line. He would have been fine. That was not the case. He went over the right of way, which at that time belonged to Walworth. She was on the left-hand side of that imaginary line. It gave her the right-of-way.
You should have heard Bonnie. She was like...
And we'll hit the free shot.
Carlos wasn't doing dangerous riding. She's like, oh, Carlos just riding is dangerous.
We can make fun of him about that on the car ride home.
Yesterday he made like 3,000.
How many has it been today?
5.
And the play will move to Mignon now for Sutter Butte. She's taken out of the play. There's the backhand that didn't go. This is Carrie Walworth once again for Sutter Butte. Kicks it up. Not a whole lot the player on the left-hand side can do. Can't cross in front. Can sure bump like she did. That was a good play. Just didn't get the player out. Walworth, a very strong player, right toward the front of the goal. Big chance here, Sutter Butte. That one is off to the right-hand side. Deflected a little further to the right. Stepping in to make a play. The blue shirt of Sutter Butte. Bonnie McGill, I believe, is out there, and I believe that might have been Bonnie McGill there to make the play. And this one will come out the other way now for Central Coast. And we'll go the wicket. And the ball toward the goal for Sutter Butte doesn't go. And we'll come back the other way, off toward the side. And I believe we had a whistle, and that will stop the clock with 1:24. Yeah, go ahead. 1 minute, 22 seconds. Here. So it looks like this will set up with an open goal opportunity in the blue shirts, Sutter Butte. It's penalty number 2. This is a 30-yard free shot to an undefended goal. The fouling team must be off the field at least 30 yards away from the ball. They cannot come on the field to defend. One approach, one swing at the ball for Jessica Mignon. She missed, and the whistle will go and play will start at that point.
Oh, thank you. He had a horn on that watch.
So we're coming back the other way, the free shot. With a minute 15 now on the clock. To the play, backhand. Nice job on that backhand. However, that was a Sutter Butte backhand. Central Coast picking it up, coming toward the side. And it will continue now to move for Central Coast. Stepping in, good play to keep it going. That one comes up, not out of place. Armenta steps in to move it along over top of the ball. He's helped out by, I believe, that was Natalie to make the play. I'm not sure of that, near side, and that will come back out the other way. And Armenta's there to get the ball. That didn't happen. Well, that was not Armenta, actually, and they're going to the back end. This is Sutter Butte coming out the other way. That ball is going to move along, and we'll go to the side. That's Jessica Mignon with the play to move the ball now for Sutter Butte. Mignon now gets a piece of the ball. Got it out of the air. Hand-eye coordination works fairly well. We're into the final 30 seconds of this period. Final 30 seconds of the half in this one. It is a 7-4 game. Favors Sutter Butte over Central Coast. And Sutter Butte to get to the backhand. Didn't work. It's going to come back the other way. Nice job. And this will go to Central Coast to bring it out the other way with 5 seconds now left to go. Moving upfield, and that is going to end the period. And we're going to go to the half with the score. Sutter Butte 7, Central Coast 4.